So Kripaluji Maharaj says, Hari se mile binu Govind Radhe ek pal yog lage Hari se mila de. When in separation from Sri Krishna, one moment seems like an age long, that yearning will make you God realized. So all the sadhana that we are doing is to develop that sincere longing for God. If that longing has not come, then the sadhana is still elementary. Once there was one Mia Sahab. He wanted to go on Hajj. When the time came, for some reason the program got cancelled. He felt very disappointed. You know, like if your program for the retreat had got cancelled, you would have felt disappointed. So he said, next year I'll definitely go on Hajj Yatra. Again, when the time came, something caused the program to be cancelled. He felt even more dejected. Now this sequence continued for 40 years. The 40th time when his Hajj Yatra got cancelled, he felt like a mountain had broken. He wept like a child. One Maulvi Sahab came. He said, Mia Sahab, why are you crying? Mia Sahab said, Maulvi Sahab, I have planned Hajj Yatra for 40 years in succession. Each time it gets cancelled. Maulvi Sahab said, I have done Hajj Yatra for 40 years continuously. All the fruit of that 40 years of Hajj, you take it. And the longing you have inside of you for the Hajj Yatra, you give that to me. Because the aim is to develop that longing. I am doing my physical drill, but I have not yet got that longing. You have got the longing, you give that to me, and whatever fruit I had got, I am willing to give it to you. So Narad ji here is saying that tad vismarane paramavyakulateti. If for some reason, sometime you forget God, that chatpatahat should start. What happened? Why did I forget? And that is the symptom of bhakti according to him. Now the next sutra, 20. Astyevamevam.
Astyevamevam.
Now Narad ji says that is also right, this is also right, the other is also right. All are right. In other words, he says that all the previous descriptions are correct. Why? Because God just sees the love within. He is not concerned with the other things. One disciple asked his Guruji, how will I attain God? Guruji said, start running. Think God is running with you. He said, Guruji, can I not attain God while standing? Guruji said, yes, stand and think God is standing in front of you. Guruji, is it possible to get God realized while sitting? Definitely sit down and think that you are sitting in the lap of God. In other words, that devotion, that love in the heart is important. What you are doing, everybody has got different sentiments. Somebody likes to clean the temple, somebody likes to glorify God by his writings. And devotion is of different types. One person, out of his devotion, he made a big murti of Hanuman in the marketplace that let everybody come and have darshan. He made it in the open. The other fellow, he came, he saw that, rainwater will fall on Hanuman. It is not good. He put a roof on top of the murti. The third person thought Hanuman is feeling hot under the roof. He came and dropped the roof. As far as God is concerned, they are all doing bhakti. God is seeing the love in the heart. He is not seeing the actions. Murkho vadati Vishnaya, dhiro vadati Vishnave. Tayor mulyam tu vaitulyam bhavagrahi janardana. Somebody who is a Pandit says Vishnave Namah. Somebody who doesn't know Sanskrit says Vishnaya Namah. Ramaya Namah, Krishnaya Namah, Govindaya Namah, Vishnaya Namah. He keeps adding I. God is not concerned whether you are saying Vishnaya Namah or Vishnave Namah. In Karma Kand, each syllable should be correct. But in Bhakti, whether you say Ram Ram, you say Mara Mara, God says it doesn't matter. You can say Gadha Gadha. If that is your name for God, if you are saying it with full love, after all, what did Yashoda say? Yashoda did not used to say Krishna, Shri Krishna. She used to say Lala. That is how in Braj they address the little children. And Shri Krishna's friends, they did not even say Lala, they used to say Kanua. They would, in a mocking word, they would say Kanua. And what was the level of these friends of Shri Krishna? I was telling you, Brahmaji looked and said, Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Brajaukasam. What should I talk about the great good fortune of these friends of Shri Krishna? That he's sitting with them and eating food. So God is least concerned with whether you're saying Krishna or Lala or Kanua or Kanhaiya or Damodar or Madhusudan. He is concerned with the love that you have in your heart. That is why Narad ji concludes that actually all of the above are correct. Now, we come to another important sutra. This is 21. Yatha Braj Gopika Nam.
Yatha Braj Gopika Nam.
Having given the symptoms of bhakti, Narad ji decides to establish who is the acharya of this bhakti. In whom did this bhakti manifest fully, totally, to the highest extent? You know, we all need an ideal to be inspired. So the ideal for devotion, who would that be? Would it be Prahlad? Would it be Dhruv? Or Kunti or Draupadi? Or Narad ji himself? Narad ji doesn't give the example of any of these. He says the highest example of great devotees are the gopis of Braj. These gopis, their devotion has been praised in all the scriptures. Uddhav had said, Vande Nanda Brajastrinam Padarenum Bhikshnushaha Yasam Hari Kathod Geetam Punati Bhuvanatrayam. He said, I offer my respects, my obeisance to the dust of the lotus feet of the gopis, the glories of whose devotion is purifying the three worlds. This is the 63rd verse of the 47th chapter of the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam. And Sri Krishna himself says, he says that there is nobody, na tatha me priyatamo brahma rudrascha parthiva na cha lakshmir na cha atma cha yatha gopi jano mama. Adi Puran. He says, Shankar, Brahma, Mahalakshmi, I myself am not as dear to me as the gopis of Braj are. It goes on. Brahma ji says, Shashti Varsha Sahasrani Maya Taptam Tapah Pura Nand Gopa Brajastrinam Padarenum Bhikshnushaha Tathapi Namaya Praptas Tasam Vaipadarenavaha. In the Vrihad Vaman Puran, he says that I performed austerities for 60,000 years to attain the dust of the lotus feet of the gopis. Not to attain the love that the gopis have, to attain their dust. But I was not able to do it. And the biggest salute to Gopi Prem, what is the speciality of Gopi Prem? We'll come to it, but first understand its glory. So the biggest salute to the Gopi Prem comes in this amazing story, this Katha written by Ved Vyas in the Skand Puran Purushottam Dham Mahatmya, where he is explaining the importance of Jagannath Puri Dham. So he says, writes out there, Ved Vyas is a descension of God, he is writing. So he writes that when Sri Krishna went from Mathura to Dwarika, in Dwarika he had 16,108 queens. And all these queens were from high families. They were extremely good looking. However, whenever he would remember the gopis, he would faint in unconsciousness. So these queens were amazed that what is so special about the love of these gopis. That story I've already told you. I'll go further from there. So they were so impressed that by the devotion of the gopis, that they desired to hear what were the leelas that Sri Krishna would do with the gopis. They said, from whom should we find out? And they decided that Mother Rohini used to live in Braj in Vrindavan at that time. So they formed a delegation and went to Mother Rohini, the mother of Balaram. They said, can you please tell us Sri Krishna's leelas with the gopis? Rohini said, yes, I can, but he is my child and these are his internal pastimes, so I feel hesitant in describing them. The queens were insistent that we wish to know. Rohini said, all right, if you are so keen, tomorrow Krishna and Balaram will go to the court. All of you gather here and I will tell you. So the next day Krishna and Balaram went to court. All the queens gathered in Rohini's room. Now Rohini started describing that this is how they would do the Basant Leela, this is how they would do the Jhulan Leela, then they would do the Nishant Leela, and so on. Now the descriptions of the pastimes of Braj were going on. Sri Krishna and Balaram came to know. And they became anxious that we would also like to go and hear and relish this bliss. Finally, they could not resist. They got up and they came to the palace. As they were entering, Rohini had put Subhadra, Krishna's sister, outside, that you please sit in guard. Nobody should come without permission. So when Krishna and Balaram were coming, Subhadra stopped them. Listen, you cannot enter, Mother Rohini's order. Sri Krishna said, all right, he sat down to the right of Subhadra. Balaram sat down on the left. But the katha that was going on inside, the words were falling outside as well. So hearing that, Sri Krishna's love went on increasing. And the different glories were being described when the nature, the quality of the devotion of the gopis was being described. The nature of their love, Sri Krishna could no longer control. The love in his heart just swelled so much that he went into samadhi. So when the love increases too much, sometimes what happens? The person, either the body starts trembling, the hair stands on an end, or sometimes the joints, they get loosened up, the body becomes long. Sometimes they become constricted. You hear of these symptoms manifest in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramakrishna Paramahansa. So this is what happened to Sri Krishna. This is the Mahabhav state. So his hands, they froze like this. His eyes became big and round. And he was sitting like that, totally absorbed in that love. Balaram saw Sri Krishna's state. His love was also swelling. Finally, he could no longer control. He also went into Mahabhav. His hands became like this, eyes became long. Subhadra saw. Her love also increased. Her hands were behind, but she reached Samadhi. The Sudarshan Chakra came. Seeing the state of his masters, he also got absorbed in love. He was round, he became flat and he lay down there. Now the news went to Narad Muni. Narad Muni came there and he saw Krishna, Subhadra, Balaram, Sudarshan Chakra in that state. Naradji offered his respects. In the meantime, the description that was going on inside, the incident that was being described, it changed. So because of that change, Sri Krishna's bhav reduced. He became normal. Naradji said, "My Lord, what was the state of yours which I saw you in today?" Sri Krishna said, "Naradji, the love of the gopis was being described for me. And I could not control, I went into Mahabhav Samadhi." Naradji said, "My Lord, I am so fortunate to have darshan of this state of yours. I ask you a boon that the form of yours which I saw today, may others also have the opportunity to see it." Sri Krishna said, "All right, Naradji, your boon will be granted. Also for the sake of King Indradyumna, I have to descend in Jagannath Puri in Daru Brahma in the wooden form. And I have made a promise to Parvati, Bimla Devi, that I will distribute Mahaprasad in huge quantities. So I will fulfill all these three together." So to fulfill that, the Lord descended in the wooden form as Daru Brahma, that Mahabhav form that he had displayed to Naradji. So that is the love of the gopis, that Sri Krishna went into that state. So, Naradji says that the gopis are the highest acharyas of this bhakti. But what is the speciality of the love of the gopis? The next sutras are going to describe this. So rather than go into that right now, we will consider it tomorrow with a fresh mind, that why did Naradji, and that will give us the key to devotion. It will put a strong key. The secret of the gopis, why they were so dear to God. So this is going to come in the next few sutras. They are a little complex, so you'll have to understand with a fresh mind. Hence we will do this tomorrow. Shri Radha Krishna Bhagwan ki